fans are as well. We're not even getting to the players. We're not even talking about Yoshinobu Yamamoto and his incredible performance, which earned him World Series MVP. This was a game we will never forget. The Dodgers are celebrating once again. And on the field, other than Harold Reynolds, with guys like Will Smith, it's Greg Amsinger with my good friends Al Leiter and Chris Young. Gentlemen, I stood up. It felt like an hour and 30 minutes with the two of you in one of the walkways because we thought we were going to be coming on the field relatively soon. But this game had all the drama you could ask for in a Game 7.
You know, and we're sharing a lot, right? While we're sitting down in the camera well there behind right behind home plate near the Blue Jay dugout. And you asked me because, you know, as players, we've all been in cool stuff. You said, was there ever a game as exciting as this? Of course, I had to go back to 97, an extra inning win, Marlins over then the Cleveland Indians. But this just takes it to a whole other level. The type of play, the amazing defense. I mean, nail-biting moments as we're watching some of them here. I mean, there was multiple, at least two moments that the Toronto Blue Jays could be and should be hoisting the trophy, but obviously they're not. And then we got back-to-back world champions with the Dodgers.
This was the best World Series of my lifetime. The plays that were made right here. Pages coming up. Ernie Clement, in his mind, probably assuming I just potentially hit a walk-off grand slam to win the World Series. Pages goes and gets it. Will Smith once again coming up huge in the 11th inning. The energy of today's game felt like Toronto had control of it the entire time until they didn't. Alejandro Kirk, ground ball, and all the struggles that Mookie Betts had. For the ball to be hit to him and for him to have the ball in his hand to finish the game right there brings it all full circle. What a great moment for the Dodgers.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto, your World Series MVP, is the first pitcher to start Game 6 in a World Series and pitch in Game 7 with 2 or more innings of work. He went 2 2/3. He's the first to do it since Grover Alexander in 1926. Al, this team has been breaking all of the unwritten rules in baseball, and what that man did with premier stuff, by the way, he was still throwing 92-mile-an-hour splitters. To watch him come back-to-back days as a workhorse ace that you were in your great career, what did you think of his performance?
It's unprecedented. I mean, as we described, we watched what he did last night. He hit 3 of the 4 Dodger wins. Yamamoto, of course, well-deserved. But, guys, this is not a guy who's a turn it over and he's a two-seamer and he's tricking guys. Yes, he's got the great split, the cutter, and the curve. So 97 tonight. He threw 98 pitches last night? No, this I've never seen. It's crazy. And, yes, the moves that they made. I mean, Dave Roberts, Paez coming in there. Edman in center, I don't know. Does he make that play or not? Rojas has been unbelievable at second base. But this is, for me, the story. No question about it, because it's almost unhuman for him to do what he did. Physically, it's not easy, guys. You pitch it, you start a game, you throw a lot of pitches, trying to grind to get major league hitters out, and what he did tonight, I've never seen it. I don't think we'll ever see it.
It changes the way we look at modern pitching. There are so many young men that are watching this World Series game that pitch on their middle school team, on their high school team, on their college baseball team, and their minor league team. And to see this guy who's not 6'5" and 240 pounds like you, this is a smaller guy. To do what he did was incredible.
Greg, let's take it to another level. How often do we hear pitchers going, oh, he's at 98 pitches, bigger to get somebody up. Oh, he's got 105 pitches. He threw back-to-back. And not just an inning or get a couple outs. This is incredible. It really is. It's just something, I don't know if this is going to become the norm, but so impressive.
And here's the other scary part. This is year 2, as Magic Johnson you see there, part of this incredible ownership group. This is year 2 of the Ohtani era in Los Angeles. 2 world championships. I don't know if this Dodger team collectively, offensively, will play worse in another World Series. See why? I don't know. This group, how many times do we talk in this game? Ohtani's locked in. Betts is locked in. Freddie Freeman. It was all the other moving parts of the Dodgers that were able to hold off one of the great, most resilient teams I've seen from the American League in a while, the Toronto Blue Jays, to win back-to-back World Series.
I got to come at you, Greg. You're saying this is the Ohtani era. This is the Ohtani and Yamamoto era right here.
Ooh, okay.
Both two came as essentially a package deal here in LA, and collectively as a pair, they've won 2 World Series together. Yamamoto, 3 wins in this World Series. You need 4 to take it all to the house. For him to step up in that spot, not many other starting pitchers in the game. Dave Roberts isn't even making contact with a lot of other pitchers in the game. Yamamoto wanted the ball. He was warming up a few games ago in a game, an 18-inning game. Wanted the ball right after pitching. He understood the importance of this moment. He did not take this moment for granted and assume that we're going to be here every year. We're here in this moment right now, and I want to take advantage of it and step up for my team. And all the grit that the Blue Jays showed, that one player in Yoshinobu Yamamoto made up for all of that.
You know, and also what shines here, CY, as we watch it again. I mean, this game easily, right? We're obviously 11 innings. We have a 5-4 Dodger win, world champs. But how close and intricate and every nuance of the game, and I know we're going to get into it, but IKF, a secondary lead at third base, less than 2 outs. Gets thrown out, bang, bang, goes to the replay. We look at where he was with respect to, I mean, of course, the ball to left center field. Pages comes in as a defensive replacement, makes an amazing catch.
They were 2 outs away, and then the 9-hole hitter, Miggy Rojas. We're talking, man, should Andy Pages be hitting? Should he be hitting right now instead of Miggy Rojas? And then Miggy Rojas, after he ties the game, comes up with this incredible play. And this is just falling backwards, season on the line, double clutch.
On his back foot, this is, Miggy Rowe initially came, the reason he's playing is because Pages was struggling in center field, and now, look how far IKF is off of third base right here.
Come on,
when you're trying to score, you have to see where Muncy is, the distance that Muncy is from third base. IKF has to be that same distance to home plate, and you're taking 3 steps towards the plate, towards home plate as the ball is entering the zone. That ball was hit. He's just a few feet off of third base. Miggy Rowe gets caught on his back foot, makes a good throw, absolutely, but that play should be much closer right there.
When you're talking about this level and where we are in baseball, a super team in the Dodgers, we could go at length as to how the roster was made up and how they ultimately won with a guy who wasn't even in there. They changed the lineup up. Betts moves down. You take Pages out. You put Edman in center. Rojas ends up hitting a game-timing home run. Yeah. Come on, man, on a 3-2 slider.
Right.
I mean, and then again, the IKF, that they win the game. You can say Jeff Hoffman, 3-2 slider, gives up a game-tying home run in the ninth. I mean,
this is a classic. It's an instant classic.
Yes.
Without question.
Yes.
We got Lawrence Shahadi on the field talking to the world champs, including their manager, Dave Roberts. Let's start with that.
Oh, Dave Roberts, congratulations. Weren't we just here last year?
We were just here last year, a little bit north of the border, obviously. I mean, you look at this journey that we had. We started out in Tokyo, ended north of the border in Canada, going to a Game 7, coming out of the wild card series. And, you know, it looked bleak at times, but our guys never wavered, remained steadfast. Smith does. And just the fight, the pitching performance from Yamamoto, 1 day off, goes 3 innings for the win. It's just guys, we asked more than guys have ever been asked to do stuff, and then they all delivered. It was just, I'm just so proud of these guys. I really am.
I couldn't get over Yama. After 96 pitches, I just saw you hug him and say something to him. What did you say, Dave?
I just told him I'm so proud of what he's done for me, for this organization, and he's got the heart of a lion, and he just does it. No moment's too big, and, you know, I just can't say no. I mean, this is stuff that Sandy Koufax did. I mean, this is crazy stuff, so I'm just grateful to be a part of this great organization.
Your guys say you teach them so much. What do they teach you, Dave?
You know what? I just think that they taught me to continue to believe in them. And I just, you know, I believed in those guys, and when they go about playing the game the right way, caring about each other, then I'm all in.
Enjoy every second, Dave. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Lauren, thank you so much. All right, we have a tough task, guys. You ready for this? We're going to have to break this entire game down. A game that gave Dave Roberts his 69th postseason victory. Trying to run down Hall of Famer Tony La Russa and Hall of Famer Joe Torre. Dave Roberts already on the Hall of Fame highway. We come back on MLB Tonight from the World Series. Like I said, an instant classic to end the 2025 Fall Classic. Full highlights of Game 7, Dodgers, Blue Jays after the break on MLB Tonight.